There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Good evening, sports fans. It is Lander Tiger football on the air tonight from Wolves Stadium in Green River, Wyoming, on a very nice hot afternoon. It's currently 87 degrees and sunny here in Green River. They reached a high today of 90 degrees, and looking at the flag, just a tiny bit of a breeze here tonight. So the Lander Valley Tigers in the Class 3A East meet the Green River Wolves in Class 3A West. Green River has been down on their luck the last couple of years. Last year, their record was 0-8, and they lost to the Lander Tigers 43-12. Kevin Cuthbertson is in his third year as coach of the Wolves, and his overall record is 2 wins and 14 losses, and he is 0-2 against the Lander Tigers. Last year, Lander defeated Green River 43-12 at Bill Bush Memorial Stadium in Lander. The overall record with Green River, the Tigers have 14 wins, the Wolves 10, and there has been 1 tie in the season. Lander coach John Scott is in his 5th year with a record of 21-15. When you look at the differences between these two high schools, obviously Green River is larger than Lander with a population of almost 12,000 and a high school population over 750. Of course, Lander's population is 7,500, and their high school population is about 550. So in 0 week last week, the Lander Valley Tigers defeated Pinedale in a controlled scrimmage, 54-0. And last week, the Green River Wolves opened their season with a 42-7 loss at home to Uinta High School from Vernal, Utah. Well, this is going to be quite an interesting matchup, and we'll hear from Coach John Scott. But first, let's listen to this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Joining us now on the Hampton Inn pregame show is Lander Valley head football coach John Scott. And Coach, welcome to the regular season.
Boy, it's here already, isn't it, Ernie? I mean, summer flew by, and it'll probably feel like the season will too.
Yeah, I bet it will. Tell us a little bit about what you thought about your team after that scrimmage with Pinedale last week.
I think first and foremost what stood out for us was the staff appreciated the effort that the kids brought forth. I mean, they really did. It was one of those things where we didn't feel like we were going to have to come back now and try to regenerate that. They brought great effort, and I think that's a good, a sign of them. They didn't have any, preconceived ideas, that Pinedale might be 2A. They might be down, we'll come in and we didn't play down to that level. I don't think Pinedale really performed that well in a lot of their aspects. That really doesn't give us an indication so much as to where we really are, but our energy and effort, if we can maintain that throughout the year, we can get a lot done.
Well, we had Jack Pasquinelli had a pretty good night, Brennan Stauffenberg, and also Gabe Harris. Gabe was running all over the place. He scored 3 touchdowns.
And that's what we're trying to do, is to utilize those athletes. You can throw Matisse Weaver into that mix. Those guys are veteran players for us. And so the goal was to get them all out on the field at the same time and get them touches. And I think we showed that. I think, Jack really did a good job of keeping people honest on the inside, running the ball. We got to the perimeter with Gabe and Matisse, as well as getting them the ball via the pass. And so it's really going to be trying to have balanced touches for all those guys and utilize them all to their strengths.
Caden Rowan had a pretty good night from his linebacker position.
And that's a great thing. That really is. What a kid that, really showed a sign of growth from a year ago. He's just a sophomore, but I think the fact that this kid dedicated himself in the offseason to a wrestling program, lumps there, but, with the idea that he just wanted to, just get overall, tougher and not let it be, well, I'm just a young guy. And I think, he has emerged as one of our real bright spots that we had hoped to, from the summer camp experience through this first week, is that he's given us a real nice presence inside as a linebacker.
Well, you're on the road this week down in Green River. What do you expect from the Wolves?
Well, I think, they, number one, you look at their roster and you see, that they are a senior-dominated team. Last year, they were in West Conference playing a lot of juniors, and that wasn't going to get it done. That conference is so tough. But I think, this is their senior year. I think they've got a senior starting in every defensive position, and they've got a little size. And I think they did a nice job of playing to that. They probably weren't as ready for that first week, playing really an outstanding team out of Vernal, Utah, in Uinta High School that was in their third game. And it really showed in different aspects. But, they're going to use the physicality. They really are. You can tell now with the way they just line up in an I formation and they want to bring it down at you. And then defensively, the same thing. They're going to try to confuse you and just bring a lot of guys. And, we've got to be patient and resultant.
So it's going to be against Green River's physicality then?
I think in certain aspects, absolutely. I think they really did show, that downhill mentality out of their I formation, a little bit of stuff to the perimeter, a very active quarterback that can break, contain, and probably is as dangerous maybe with his legs as he is with his arms. But, a lot of power football, inside their tackles, and with a keep honest, outside toss. And then defensively, I really believe that's where they see themselves making their mark this year, is that they're going to play a very multiple 3-5 with a lot of blitzing.
Well, I'm sure the team to the task, a big game on the road, beautiful stadium down there in Green River, another turf field, and we'll be down there with you. So good luck in the game.
Thank you, Ernie. Appreciate it.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Back again, this is Ernie Over and Travis Gupton at Wolves Stadium in Green River, Wyoming, before tonight's contest in pitting two Class 3A teams from the east, Lander from the west, Green River together. And Travis, I know that you've been to the Tiger practices, and you also had a chance to talk with Coach John Scott. What's your take on tonight's game?
Well, Coach John Scott made it very clear that the Pinedale game, in the grand scheme of things, did not determine how well his team had played. This is going to be a much different team than Pinedale. This is going to be one that actually counts. So when all the chips are on the table, it'll be interesting to see how the Tigers respond.
Lander and Green River's captains met at center field here just a few minutes ago. Green River won the toss, and they accepted to receive. So that in the interviews that you had with the coach and what we've heard earlier here, they love to run the I formation and just run right at you. So they think they have an advantage here by getting the ball first and maybe scoring first on the Tigers and getting some momentum.
Well, this is going to be a little different than the scrimmage that we had against Pinedale in the fact that there's going to be a lot of formations that the defense is going to have to be ready for. It's not going to be just the simple same move over and over again. Things could get complicated, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Coach John Scott and the defensive side of the ball made on this first possession.
Last week, the Green River Wolves lost right here at Wolves Stadium 42-7 to Uinta High School of Vernal, Utah. And, of course, that was Uinta's third game of the season. And, of course, it was the first scrimmage, so to speak, for Green River. So tonight the standings will count, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Lander Tigers play this afternoon in Wolves Stadium. Like Coach John Scott said, this is a much better team than Pinedale. So we're going to have to see, and we're going to find out really quickly what kind of adjustments and what kind of defensive things Coach John Scott has whipped up for the Tigers this evening.
Well, on the YO Today Media Radio Network, we have other games underway today. Broadcasting right now from Thermopolis is the Tongue River Eagles against the Bobcats. Up in Cody, it's the Riverton Wolverines. Will be playing the Cody Bronx here starting at 7 o'clock. Other games on the Class 3A schedule tonight. Douglas is playing at Jackson Hole, and Powell is at Warland. So this is week one, and we're all ready to go.
And that Powell versus Warland game is going to be a big one because we are going to see Powell next week.
That's right. The Tigers will travel up north to the Bighorn Basin to meet the Panthers. And I tell you what, Powell is always tough at home.
Always. They are definitely tough to beat. We saw them last week. Riverton took on Powell in Powell. We know how good that Powell team is after seeing them play against Riverton. It's going to be interesting. You don't want to go into that Powell game with a loss, so this is a big game.
Other Fremont County action today, Lingle at St. Stephen's this afternoon, Wyoming Indian at Guernsey Sunrise. And on Saturday, It will be the DuBois Rams versus Hewlett, and they're going to meet halfway at Tensleep at the Pioneers football field, and that is an afternoon game Saturday, the Rams and Hewlett. As a matter of fact, the Rams beat Hewlett last year in the lead up to the state tournament. Hewlett's first loss of the season was against the DuBois Rams.
You know that Hewlett's definitely going to be wanting to get their hands on DuBois, but also one of the games that we didn't mention, I don't know if you were going to, but last night we had a really good game between Shoshone and Pine Bluffs. Pine Bluffs pulled out the 34-26 win over Shoshone, and I loved Coach Tony Trumpler's response. He said, this is the same spot we were in last year, so definitely things we got to adjust to, and we'll get better as they play next week.
Yeah, the defending state champion Shoshone Wranglers. And, of course, Wind River was the Cougars were down in Saratoga, down in Carbon County, and they put the wall up on the Saratoga Panthers, something like 42-6, I believe.
It was 42-6, yeah. Wind River showed really good defensive prowess, and their offense was clicking on all cylinders, so it'll be interesting to see how they do coming into week number 2 next week.
We'll be right back with more from Wolves Stadium in Green River after this.
In a flash. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of local student athletes.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Well, the Lander Tigers are on the field. They finished most of their pregame warm-ups, and the Green River Wolves just charged onto the field here at Wolves Stadium. Looks like we're about 5 minutes and 20 seconds away from the start of this game. The interesting thing, Travis, is we have to put the binoculars on the scoreboard because it's a west-facing scoreboard, and the sun is shining so brightly on it. We cannot read it from here, but we put the glasses on it, we can. Say, take a looking at the starting lineup, and Lander will be on defense first. So let's take a look at the defensive starters for the Tigers. At right corner is going to be Evan Stephenson. Joel Beaver will be at the left corner. Jack Pascanelli is going to be one of the linebackers. Brennan Stauffenberg, the free safety. Gabe Harris is going to be on the defensive corner on the weekend. Caden Rowan will be the west side linebacker, the W linebacker. Matisse Weaver will be on the single tight end. Rope Glick will be a linebacker. Jesse Dollard will be a right tackle. Middle linebacker is going to be Zaim Cabrales. And then the left tackle is going to be, Jesse Dollard, the right tackle. And the left tackle is going to be Wesley Downs. So Stevenson comes into the game, a senior, 6 foot, 155. Beaver, senior, 5'8", 140. Jack Pascanelli. And we'll get back. We're going to have our national anthem, so we'll be right back after we listen to these.
Proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression, I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Back again at Wolves Stadium in Green River. We've just had the national anthem, and the teams are getting ready. We've just had a little fireworks show. We kind of sort of saw the fireworks, because it's daytime. The Green River Wolves, the home team, are in green helmets with a black wolf insignia. They're wearing black jerseys and black pants with white numerals and a white stripe down their black pants. The Lander Tigers are in their black helmets with the green LT for Lander Tigers on the side of the helmet. They're in a white jersey with green numbers and lettering and in black pants. And we saw earlier today, Travis, some pretty fancy footwork out there in the kind of shoes some of the Tigers are wearing.
Oh, yeah. I always love seeing whatever shoes the kids are wearing. I've seen some neon green ones today, some other really nice-looking shoes. It's just a lot of fun to be able to put that little pizzazz, if you will, on your shoes.
Matisse Weaver is teeing it up at the 40-yard line. Going deep back to receive for the Green River Wolves, we have number 10, 21, and if he'll stop, and number 11. So 10 is Jackson McKinnon, Axel McKinnon, and Damian Holmes are back for the Green River Wolves. Matisse Weaver is ready. He's approaching the football at the 40-yard line. There's the kick, and it is going to sail right out of the end zone. So Green River will have the ball first here at Green River's Wolves Stadium at their 20-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. Caleb Lake is the quarterback for the Green River Wolves, the 5'11", 145-pound senior. In the backfield, we've got Skylar Lee, a 6'4", 180 senior. Nate Mitchell, a 6'2", 165 senior. Jackson Mitchell, a 5'10", 200 senior. And who did I miss? Hunter Finley, 6'2", 185. Okay, they come out in an I formation, single receivers on each side. The quarterback, Lake, under center. Now one man in motion. And back to pass under heavy pressure. The ball's knocked away. Nice defense that time by Gabe Harris. Travis, he just got in there and knocked that ball right away.
Yeah, nice hands by Gabe Harris with to cause the incompletion. And Green River coming out in a formation that we were expecting, but not the play we were expecting.
Exactly.
They got a pass on the first play.
Yeah, they Wolves like to run it right at you, and here on the first play from scrimmage, they did a pass. So we now have players split out wide on each side. One man in the backfield, one man in the slot. There's the handoff, goes to the first man through, and he gets about 3 or 4 yards before he's finally pulled up there. And I believe that was Hunter Finley. And so he gets, they're going to give him 3 yards on the play down to the 23-yard line. So the first pickup on the ground brings up 3rd down and 7 yards to go for the Green River Wolves. Landers in a 4-man defensive front, kind of a 4-4 defensive front. Okay, we've got twin receivers out on each side now. One man in the slot, one man in the backfield. In the shotgun formation, Luke is back to pass. He's being chased, still being chased, and he throws the ball out of the way. So that's an incomplete pass. Really good defensive pursuit that time by the Tigers, Jack Pasquinelli, and also Gabe Harris. And it's going to be 4th down, and they'll have to punt it away.
So obviously, with them being so familiar with the run, it looks like their pass is not as prepared because that was open, wide, non-touch defensive 2 players going up to Caleb Blake, and he almost got sacked and smartly done to throw it away.
Jackson Gomez is in deep punt formation. There's the kick. It's a high sidewinder. Fair catch called for at the 46-yard line by Gabe Harris, and that's where the Tigers will start in their own territory at the 46-yard line. So that's going to go down as a 30-yard punt.
Yeah, it looked like it went off the side of his foot just a little bit. Didn't really get all of it I think he wanted. So good field position for the Tigers. They need to take advantage.
We've played 1 minute of the first quarter. There's no score here at Wolves Stadium in Green River. And now the defense is being set. It looks like they're going to come out in a 3-5 defensive front. Quarterback for the Tigers, Brennan Stofferberg, is under center. He has Harris in the backfield. In the slot is Matisse Weaver. Under center. Now Harris in motion. He gets the handoff and around the left side, and he gets 7 or 8 yards before he's knocked out of bounds inside the Wolves territory. They're going to mark him at the 48-yard line. So he gets 4 and 3 yards. That's they're going to mark him down at the 49. So that's a 4-yard gain by Harris.
And that's exactly kind of what we were expecting. Gabe Harris, Jack Pasquinelli, they're going to run the ball probably most of this game. And, man, is it loud.
Yeah. Evan Stephenson comes up on the near side. Harris now in motion. Handoff goes to the second man through. It's Weaver, and he gets a first down all the way down inside the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. It's going to be very close to that first down. Are they going to give it to him? Yeah, they are. 1st and 10, so that's a nice carry all the way down to the 44, 5-yard gain on the play, and it's a first down for the Lander Tigers, their first down of the contest. So the Tigers on far side, hash mark far side, one man in the backfield.
Looks like
now it's an offset eye.
Yeah, he just called an audible there. Let's see what he ripped up.
And running the ball is Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. So it'll be a nice gain on the play, down about 6-7 yards. Let's wait for the officials to put the ball down. And they've marked it at the 39-yard line. So that's a gain of 6 yards on the play for the Tigers. 2nd down now, and about 5 yards to go.
And so now every running back has had a touch already early on in this game.
Clock is at 4:51, or 9 minutes, 51 seconds to go. No score in the game. Lander and Green River here in Green River. Under center is Stauffenberg. He takes the pitch, move to his right. There's Pasquinelli. He's got a little bit of running room inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. Nice run and a first down by Pasquinelli, and they're going to mark him out at the 28-yard line. So that is an 11-yard gain and another first down for the Lander Tigers. And Lander moving the ball at will here against Green River, Travis.
Yeah, the multiple handoffs and this setup that Lander has got in the formation is giving the defense of Green River all kinds of problems.
Stauffenberg is alternating between under center and in the shotgun. He's in the gun right now. Pass on the near side is caught by Harris. Harris breaks away, one tackle, another into the end zone. Touchdown, Lander. A nice pass play, 25 yards from Stauffenberg to Harris, and Lander was on the board first.
Yeah, nice screen pass out to Gabe Harris for the touchdown. And so that's let's see if Gabe can get the same situation he had last week where he had 4 touchdowns, one of them in each area of the game.
So that comes with 9 minutes and 8 seconds left. Matisse Weaver is in. Stauffenberg is hold for the kick. It's up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good enough. So the Tigers take a 7-0 lead, and we'll be back with the Lander kickoff after this.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Back at Green River, where the Lander Tigers have just scored to make it 7-0. Deep back is Axel McKinnon for the Green River Wolves, and Matisse Weaver tying it up at the 40-yard line. Also back there for Green River, depending on, I think Jackson Gomez is probably not going to get a chance at this. Weaver has been knocking him out of the end zone all season long, and in his first kick this game. There's another one. Yep, there it goes, out of the end zone. Boy, that was a long one. It went clear out of the end zone and hit the discus ramp over there on the south side of the field. So the Green River Wolves will start again at their 20-yard line. Last time it was a 3-and-out for Green River. Lander had a scoring drive of 5 plays and 54 yards. The score in the first quarter happened at the 9:08 mark, 25-yard pass play from Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. And now let's see what the Wolves will have. They're changing the football now.
What a crowd out here this evening. I mean, it's jam-packed.
Beautiful crowd here. Under center now is the quarterback, Caleb Lake. Lake hands it off up the middle. There's a nice gainer, and it's going to go for a first down. Carrying the football for Green River was Jackson Mitchell. And he picks up 12 yards on the play. Or they're going to give, 12 yards to the 32-yard line. It's the first down of the game for Green River, and puts them up in a good field position here in the middle of the field. Lake brings them out. They've got one man in the backfield, one man in the slot, single receivers on each end. Now the man in the slot is moving. There's the handoff, goes to the second man through another nice hole. Coming up and making the stop is Stauffenberg, and carrying that football again. Let's see, that is Jackson Gomez. Gomez carries for about 7 yards, and he's up now to the 40-yard line. So a gain on the play. Actually, they're going to put it down at the 39. So it'll be a 7-yard gain. Second down, 3 yards to go in the eye. There's the handoff again, straight up the middle of the gut, and that time the Tigers were there to read it. Harris with the tackle, coming in and making sure on the stop that time was Zayam Cabrales. So the gain is enough for the first down. It goes all the way to the 42-yard line. So that's a gain of 2 yards and another first down. So we've had a total so far by the Wolves of 4 plays and 2 first downs. They're doing just what Coach John Scott said they were going to do. In the I formation again, under center, back to pass, heavy pressure. He turns the corner and run out of bounds at the 49-yard line in Lander territory.
Yeah, that should have not happened. He looked contained with 2 defenders. He just outquicked them, did Caleb Blake, and went right around the corner for a few yards.
9-yard pickup on the play for the quarterback, and it is in Lander territory now for the first time at the 49. Hash mark on the near side. The Lander Tigers are leading the game 7-0, and we've got Let's see, how much do we have? 7:40 to go. It's really, really hard to see the scoreboard here. It's in direct sunlight. There's a handoff. Goes straight up the middle of the gut. Once again, carrying it is Jackson Gomez. And Gomez gets another first down. He's down to the 43-yard line. A 6-yard gain and another first down. That they tried the pass, Travis, on their first series. Nothing happened. They picked up 3 first downs now via the rush, and we knew that they were going to run right at the Tigers.
And it's not anything special. It's just a draw play right up the middle. They're not doing anything crazy.
Lake under center. Man in motion. Handoff to the first man through across the 40. Big push down to the 36-yard line. And carrying the football that time for Green River was Jackson Mitchell. So they're going to give him a nice carry down to the 35-yard line. So that will be about 7 yards on the carry. Second downs and about 3 yards to go. Hash mark on the near side. And now we have shadows just about covering the field here at Wolves Stadium in Green River. Going out is McKinnon on the right side, and we have Mitchell on the left side. Here's a fake pitch, and the run is straight up the middle. Lander's front 4 have stopped them right maybe a yard on the play, and carrying the football that time was Jackson Gomez, and they're going to mark him down at the 34. So it's going to be a 1-yard pickup and third down, 2 yards to go. Big play here, both for the Green River offense and the Tiger defense. And the defense that time was ready. They plugged the hole.
Yeah, Lander, one of the Lander defensive line got a hand on Gomez right when he got onto the line of scrimmage, and it slowed him up just enough where he were able to get a hold of him.
Now 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. First period, Lander 7, Green River nothing. Green River on the march. They have a 3rd and 2 at the Lander 34-yard line. Same formation. They're in the eye. Under center is Lake. Now there's a man in motion. Handoff goes to the second man through. He's got a lot of running room. Jackson Gomez is going to score for Green River.
What a run by Gomez. He was barely touched. He ran right up the gut and got that score. It looked easily.
So Green River is a point away from tying the game here in Lander. An extra point. They got fireworks going off in the distance. 5:49 is the time of the first period remaining here. And that was a beautiful 34-yard touchdown run right up the gut. And that was by Jackson Gomez. Now here's the extra point attempt, and they're missing somebody, and quickly running onto the field is Jeremiah Salmo. And he takes his position on the defensive end. Doing the kicking is Jackson Gomez. It's a fake, running around the side for 2 points, and Green River takes the lead, 8-7.
What a play that was. What a play that was by Gomez, by the Green River Wolves. Man alive, taking the 8-7 lead. That absolutely was a fantastic run.
Well, for the Green River Wolves, that was a 2, 4, 6, 8-play drive, and it covered 80 yards, ending in the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, which the Tigers were not looking for. We'll be back with the Green River kickoff after this.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Back again at the Green River, going deep back for the Lander Tigers to receive is Gabe Harris. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick. It's bouncing along the ground, and it's covered by the Tigers at the 32-yard line. And let's see who's on the bottom of that pile, and that is Matisse Weaver. So Matisse Weaver covers it, and Lander will start now at their own 32-yard line. So, we've heard all week long that Green River's going to run. In their first series, they come out passing. The second series, they come out just ramming it right down the middle of the field, gaining a lot of yards, and have the lead now with the two-point conversion, 8-7. 5:48 to go.
They're throwing everything at Lander early on. We've had a two-point conversion, a squib kick, not things that I think Lander were ready for.
Okay, Tigers, Matisse Weaver on the one side. Stauffenberg has the handoff to Pasquinelli, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss. They're going to give him a loss of 1 on the play, back to the 31-yard line. Wonderful defensive pursuit that time by the front line of the Green River Wolves, and especially coming in there to make the stop was Nate Mitchell from a linebacker spot. He just shot the gap there and got Pasquinelli, was going to try to go around right tackle that time, and was stopped. So second down, 11 to go, 5:14 to go, 8-7. Green River with the lead on our WYO Today scoreboard. In the gun. Back to pass, rolling to his left-hand side. Looks to throw, caught, sacked, way back at the 26-yard line. I beg your pardon, the 24-yard line. So it's a loss all the way back to the 24, a loss of 7 on the play. And that was a tremendous defensive pursuit that time by Green River.
And also not a good decision by Stauffenberg to hold on to that as long as he did. There was 2 defenders in his face, just throw that one away.
Well, we saw that in the Shoshone game yesterday when Alex Mills got caught on a real deep play and didn't get rid of the ball and got sacked. And this time it was the Lander quarterback, Stauffenberg. He's in the gun. Looks to his left side. Caught by Harris. Flag goes down. Harris makes one tackle, missed, and he's down across the 43, but this one might be coming back with a hold.
Yeah, number 56 for Lander has got his hands on his hips. He knew it was a hold, and so he didn't even move.
Yeah, the pass play went all the way down to the 43-yard line, but that's going to be wiped out with the first penalty of the afternoon, and it goes against the Lander Tigers. It's going to be a hold, and that wipes out that really nice 19-yard play.
And remember last week we had plays like that where they were really good plays. They were explosive plays. They were plays that Lander needed, and then they were wiped away from penalties.
The officials are now marking off the 10-yard penalty, and it's they're waiting for the football to come back. That's how far down the field that Harris went, and there's the 10-yard mark-off. So the line of 10-yard mark-off from the spot of the foul, it goes down to the 10-yard line. So the Tigers now at the 10-yard line on that penalty. And they're not going forward. They're going backward. That's not the situation you want to be in.
Yeah, the original line of scrimmage is at the 32-yard line for those playing at home.
About 32 yards to go for the Lander Tigers. Third down. Wonder if you'll see a pass here, huh?
I wouldn't.
Well, you never know.
Run it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Stauffenberg in the gun.
I'm wrong.
Heaves it all the way downfield. Pasquinelli is there, and it just misses his hands. It'll be fourth down. Double team coverage. The pass was there, but it was just a little bit short. And the pass falls incomplete. So Lander, with 4:09 to go, trailing by 1, will kick the ball away to this energized Green River team and crowd. You know, you said earlier that the stands are full. And I have to agree with you, just looking out the window here, the stands are full. Big crowd here tonight in Green River. Matisse Weaver will be kicking from his own end zone. Going deep back to receive the punt is Axel McKinnon for the Wolves. Waiting for the snap from center. Here's the kick, and it's a high floater, and McKinnon's got it at the 45-yard line and dropped immediately down at the 39. So it'll be a 6-yard return by McKinnon, and Green River will take over 1st and 10 inside the Lander territory, and that's going to be right down at the 39-yard line. Great field position here for Green River, and they've got the momentum.
Yeah, this crowd is definitely all in favor of Green River. This place is jacked to the max. It's loud. The cheerleaders are having fun. The band is having fun. Lander's got to settle things down.
The Green River fight song in the background is exactly the same as the Lander Valley fight song. The Washington and Lee March. Okay, we've got ends split out on each side. One man in motion in the I formation. Handoff to the first man, tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Matisse Weaver. Carrying the football was Jackson Gomez, and he falls forward for 2 yards on the play down to the 37. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go now. We're at the 3:42 mark of the first period, and Green River leads Lander 8-7.
That was a nice play by Dollard off the line for Lander to do the trip up. He had a hand on the ankle to trip up the runner.
Here's the snap under center, handoff to the first man through. Carrying the football is Jackson Mitchell. And Mitchell just gets a couple yards on a cloud of rubber and goes all the way down. They're going to mark him at the 33-yard line, so that's a 4-yard gain by Mitchell. And it's 3rd down and 4. Here's another big play. The Tigers stopped Green River on their first 3rd and 4 attempt and the first play of the drive for Green River. But this time, Green River's got a little bit more of Mo on their side. Coming on the near side is Skylar Lee on the far side. Caleb Lake takes the handoff in the middle, 1st down across the 30-yard line down to the 28-yard line. And carrying the football that time again was Jackson Mitchell. So it's a 1st down for Green River to the 28 of Lander. And they're racking up the 1st downs so far. That is their 4th of the game. Green River 1st and 10, hash mark far side of the field. Shadows are starting to lengthen here in Green River. Beautiful, the Green River buttes in the background, starting to show off that nice yellow and red color they have. On the floor, it's all green. Here's the handoff, goes to the first man through, and he gets a bunch of yardage before finally pulled back. And it looks like that was, who was it on the tackle there? 37, Matisse Weaver. Okay,
and he just stopped him too.
Yeah, the ball carrier for Green River was Gomez, and he powers it all the way down to the 22-yard line, a gain of 6. Coming out of the game now is Skylar Lee. Going into the contest, Axel McKinnon. So it's 2nd down, 4 yards to go. The running game for Green River proving very effective here in the early going against Lander. One man in motion, handoff to the second man through. He's got a lot of running room down to the 11-yard line. Carrying the ball that time is Bracken Miller. First time we've called his name, but it's a 1st down to the, they're going to mark it right at the 11-yard line. So another 1st down, and they're making mincemeat out of that center of the Lander defensive line, Travis.
Yeah, they're just beating Lander off the line and opening up a good enough hole for any runner that they want. I mean, anybody could make that gap, and they're just getting as much yards as they can. As soon as they're touched, it's kind of like they're not pushing very much because they don't need that much.
Minute 14 to go, first period. Green River with an 8-7 lead over Lander. Luke under center, Caleb Lake rolls around, hands it off up the middle for about 5-6 yards. Carrying it on the play again is Jackson Mitchell. and he's going to go down to the 6-yard line. So a gain of 5 on the play. And it's second down, and just about a long 4 to go for Green River. They can get a first down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're looking definitely to get into the end zone before this first quarter. Ride that momentum as long as you can. And there's confusion on the Lander side.
Yeah, a lot of confusion. And finally they get everyone from Green River covered. Under center in the eye. Handoff goes to the first man through, and that's Jackson again. Jackson Mitchell. And he gets across the 5. They're going to mark him down at the 3. So a gain of 3 yards on the play for Mitchell. And it's going to be third down and 1 yard to go. They're at the 3-yard line of the Tigers. And that's going to be the end of the first period of play. After 1, it's Green River 8 and Lander 7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back, everyone, to Green River. Travis Gupton, Ernie over with you. 8-7 as we enter the second quarter. Some other scores for you guys around Fremont County right now. Tongue River is beating Thermopolis 28-0. Sean O'Brate just told me that Riverton is trailing after the first quarter 28-0 to the defending state champion Cody Bronx. And partner, we know how good Cody is. We were kind of expecting that.
Yeah, the defending state champion, and they brought almost everybody back. Well, Green River's in great position. They've got a third down from the 4-yard line. So they're 4 yards away from pay dirt. Lander over with their defensive coaches right now. Mike Reagan and Brady Fullerton, Seth Conine, Curtis Moffett, John Rounds is the defensive coordinator, and John Scott, the head man. Okay, here come the Tigers back out on defense. Green River now going from north to south here at Wolves Stadium, knocking on the door. Under center is the quarterback, Caleb Lake. I formation in the backfield. Second handoff goes to Braxton Miller, and fumble on the play. Lander recovers inside the 5-yard line. Oh, what a mistake that was. Miller, one of the first times he's carried the ball, it came loose. Lander has it at the 2-yard line. First down and 10. What a big break for the Tigers, Travis.
Yeah, that is a big, big play by this Lander defense who got eaten up in the first quarter. First play in the second quarter, fumble right when you needed it. You don't want to go down 2 scores. Nice play by the defense.
Okay, Tigers are up against their end zone. They're at the 2-yard line. 11:54 to go. That was the first play of the second quarter. And carrying the ball that time was Bracken Miller, and he fumbled down at the goal line. I didn't see who the Tiger recoverer was. Okay, under center now is Stauffenberg. Looks to his right, makes a call, goes in the back, handoff to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli up across the 5, out to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. Nice play. It'll be a 7-yard gain as they're going to mark him out to the 9-yard line. Nice play by Pasquinelli as he went around the right tackle side and caught some speed.
And good form to make sure that he did not lose that ball right with their backs right up against their own end zone.
Second down, and they're going to say about 3 yards to go. Scoreboard says 4, but there's only 3 with the yard markers. So under center. There's the pitch. Goes to the right side. Pasquinelli has got the first down and more. He's across the 15 to the 16, 17-yard line. And that's Jack Pasquinelli, and he gets the Tigers' first down. And Brandon Stauffenberg on the far side is telling the chain gang to go ahead and move. And the official says, not so fast, Sonny. I'll make that call. First down, 10 yards to go. The carry up to the it's right on the 18-yard line, I think. Isn't that right, Travis? Gain of 11 yards on the play and a first down for the Lander Tigers. That's their third first down of the first half. 10:48 to go, trailing 8-7 is Lander. Now Stauffenberg in the gun. Looks, throws, downfield. He's got a man. It's caught. Caught downfield with the ball is Joel Beaver, and he's right out of bounds at about the 40-yard line inside Green River territory. A nice play from the 18 all the way to the 40-yard line. A huge pass play for the Lander Tigers and a big completion, and that one is going to go for 40 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Joel Beaver. Nice concentration. What a pass by Stauffenberg.
It was right on the money, and Beaver had beaten the defensive man and then got angled out of bounds at the 40. First down, 10 yards to go, 10.5 minutes to go here. First period, Green River 8, Lander 7 on our Wild Today scoreboard. Harris split out wide to the near side. Now he's in motion. Handoff to the second man through, and that's Weaver, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and not much more than that. So he's that's going to be actually a no gain on the play for Weaver. As I think Green River kind of anticipated that, and their front line shifted over to the left side, and that's where Weaver wanted to run, and they stopped him.
Yeah, Green River did a really nice job there on the defensive front. They smartened up to the last time that they tried that play. Nothing going up the middle that time.
10 minutes to go in the first half of play. Green River leads by 1, 8-7 on our Wild Today scoreboard. Stauffenberg back in the gun. Pasquinelli to his left. Now Stauffenberg backs up, changes places with Pasquinelli. There's the tip. Oh, it almost gets away from Stauffenberg, and he passes downfield. It's caught by Harris at the 24, down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Lander.
That should not have happened. That was not a good snap at all. But what a play by Stauffenberg. One-handed to grab a hold of it and then find Gabe Harris. There was not a wolf around him for about 10 yards.
And that pass was perfect. And as you said, it was a one-handed grab on the snap that was way off the mark. Stauffenberg hauled it in and then down to Harris. 20-yard pass play. On that last play, Lander has it first down, 10 yards to go at the hash mark far side. Inside Green River territory, in the gun again. Harris in motion. Handoff goes to Harris around the right side. He's got some running room. He's going to go down to the 1-yard line and out of bounds.
There's a flag on the play, partner.
Where's the flag?
It's right there, right in front of us.
Oh, yeah, right at the 20-yard line. It's against Green River. And they're going to wave the flag off.
Okay, good deal.
So the carry by Harris goes all the way down. Let's see, they're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. So it's an 18-yard run by Harris. He's at the 2. 1st and goal, Lander. Clock at 8:56 and moving.
What a game changer this was at the beginning of this quarter. Green River right on the doorstep to score. Now Lander in the same position.
Yeah, fumble, turnover, gave the ball to Lander. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Stauffenberg is under center. Hash mark far side, 2 yards away. There's the pitch, a fumble on the play, and Green River recovers.
Wow. I jinxed it. I'll straight up say it. That is 100% the same exact spot almost as the play as the other end. Same exact play, too. It was a pitch. Same exact everything. What an absolute play. That was just a miscommunication between the Tigers. That's a miscommunication all the way between the Tigers. And so I guess it's a give and give for the Tigers and for the Wolves by absolutely I don't even know what to say. That was just a crazy play.
Well, both teams have fumbled at their opponent's 2-yard line. Now in the end zone, here's the play right up the gut to the 5-yard line. No more carrying the football for the Wolves. Let's see who kind of like a scrum that time, and carrying the ball was the young man who fumbled it down. No, that was Caleb Lake. And Lake is down on the field.
Yeah, that looked like a really awkward fall that he took, so they're going to call a timeout to go look at Caleb Lake.
Well, the Green River quarterback is injured down at the 1-yard line, and the Tigers are going over now to talk with their coaches. What a shocker that was. Lander got the ball at the 2 and drove it 96 yards and fumbled.
Yep.
After Green River had driven it down to the 2 and fumbled.
Exact same scenario, exact same thing. And they're still attending to Caleb Blake. The Tigers, as you can see if you're watching the stream, is across the way from us talking to their coaches. Trainers are attending to Caleb Blake. And
I think his mom just ran out there on the field, too. She bolted out of the stands and was over there. I'm not exactly sure. We can't tell for sure what it is, and we're not going to guess at this point. We'll be back from Green River after this.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Okay, back at Green River where we have a timeout on the floor as the Caleb Blake, the 5'11", 145-pound senior quarterback, is down at the 1-yard line, and they're holding both his head and his shoulder, so I'm not sure what it is. They are going to warm up their backup quarterback, and that is going to be Caleb Nezevich. Kale Nezevich, a 6'1", 150-pound junior, is taking snaps on the sideline. They're still working on Caleb Lake at the 1-yard line. I'm not sure what the injury is. We're not going to speculate on it, but they have not moved since he went down, and I believe his mom is out there. Coaches, the trainer for Green River is out there. We are at the 8:01 mark, and we had a big injury in the Shoshone game, a Pine Bluffs player, and that delayed play for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's hope this is not anything like that, and we hope that Caleb Blake is going to be okay. I hope this is just precautionary is what they're looking at. I've played quarterback many of times, and I know the injuries that come with that position. You hate to see someone go down on a play like that. It was just a simple run play, and it just was he went down really awkwardly. But again, hopefully it's just a stinger or precautionary or something of that nature. And so we'll hope to be back here in just a few minutes as they continue to look at Caleb Blake.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the Wyo Today app now.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Well, here's the good news, Travis. Caleb Blake is up under his own power. He's out there holding hands with his mom as they come off the field. And definitely is an upper body injury, perhaps that right shoulder. Of course, that's his throwing shoulder. And he is coming off the field very, very gingerly. And Kale Nezovich, a 6'1", 150-pound junior, is in the game now to start calling the play for the Green River Wolves. Well, we had a big timeout there of about 8 minutes, and it is 8:01 to go in the first half of play. Green River 8, Lander 7. Okay, time is back in, and Nezovich comes up to the line of scrimmage. One man in the slot, power I backfield. One man in motion. Nezovich takes the handoff, gives it, caught in the backfield, and dropped for a loss back at the 5-yard line. And losing the yard that time is Jackson Mitchell. So he's going to go back to the 5-yard line, a loss of 1 on the play.
And, you know, this is going to be a big thing for the Wolves when you have your senior leader go down with an injury. You have a junior, which is not the worst thing in the world, coming in as your backup quarterback, but it definitely is a different style of play. The coordination and the time between the center and the quarterback, all is going to be different now with a new quarterback.
Power I formation, receivers out on each side, one man in the slot. Back to handoff is Knezovich. Good defensive pursuit, caught for a loss again. And leading the charge back there for the Lander Tigers was Wesley Downs. So it's 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away. The loss goes all the way. Well, they're going to say no gain on the play. So it'll be at the 5-yard line. And coming in to kick it away for Green River is Jackson Gomez, 5'10", 155-pound senior.
Who did we say had that run, partner?
That was 28, Mitchell.
Okay, just want to make double sure.
Yep. No gain on the play. Clock is moving, 6.5 minutes to go until halftime, 8-7. We had the unusual occurrence of Lander getting a fumble at their own 2-yard line, marching it all the way down the field, then giving it up to Green River at the Lander 2-yard line. So now we have a timeout on the field, and we'll be right back. Green River 8, Lander 7.
New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
6 minutes, 21 seconds to go. First period, a 1-point lead by Green River. And now we're having an equipment adjustment. The official is sending Logan Allison off the field. He needs something, and coming on to replace him is Bryson Birch.
Looks like he's got a little bit of blood, the referee noticed, on his left elbow, so they're going to patch him up, and he'll be good to go.
Okay, here's the punt coming deep in the end zone. Jackson Gomez at the end line. There's the snap, the kick. Oh, it's a short one. It's going to take a Lander bounce at the 30-yard line and stops at the 40. No, it keeps rolling. It's at the 44-yard line inside Green River territory, so that's where the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10 at the Green River 44 with 6:08 to go, and Green River leading 8-7 on our WYO Today scoreboard. Well, the sun is setting now. We just have a glimmer of light on the big red buttes behind us, made famous in those paintings of the Green River from the John Wesley Powell expedition. Beautiful, beautiful scene here in Green River. And now they're setting the ball, hash mark at the far side of the field at the Green River 44. Lander is in the huddle.
Another thing is absolutely no wind.
Yeah, no wind
at all.
The flag is very still, hanging limp. Pasquinelli, the back in the backfield. Handoff goes to him, right side. He's got 5 yards, 6-7 yards, and down he goes at about the 37-yard line. So that's going to be about a gain of 7 yards on the play for Pasquinelli. And it'll be second down now and about 4. And they are bringing a cart onto the field on the running track here at Wolves Stadium, and they're going to take the quarterback, Caleb Lake, off the field in this little 4x4. Okay, Tigers up to the line. Stauffenberg under center. Stops, handoff goes to the second man through. First down for the Tigers. Harris on the carry, and a flag comes flying in at the 30-yard line. And let's see what that's all about. It was Matisse Weaver who was carrying, I beg your pardon. He goes all the way down to the 24-yard line, but let's see what this flag is.
Face mask.
Face mask against Green River.
Had another 15.
Yeah.
Personal foul.
Well, they might decline the penalty and take the football where it's at. No, they're going to mark it off. So a huge penalty all the way down to the 10-yard line, to the 9-yard line. Okay, on the penalty, goes from the 37 down to the 9-yard line. It's a 1st and goal for the Lander Tigers on that penalty.
So how would we stat that for the run for Matisse?
Well, it goes from the 37 to the, the 24?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is 13 yards.
If you was listening to the Pinedale game last week, you learned that I am still learning how to do stats, so I'm just going to ask him on air. I apologize if it's bad.
The receivers wide on each side. Under the gun, Pasquinelli behind the quarterback. There's the handoff to Pasquinelli. And no, it goes to touchdown Lander, I think. Yeah, touchdown Lander. Boy, that play had me fooled. And coming up off the bottom was Matisse Weaver. Weaver, 9-yard touchdown for the Tigers with 4:50 to go. And Lander takes the lead on our WYO Today scoreboard.
Actually, no, they don't. They're marking him down. It looks like they mark. Okay, never mind. They're going to set up for the field.
They're going to set up for the extra point. So it was a 9-yard run by Weaver, who's now going to attempt the extra point. Stauffenberg is holding at the 10.
One of the officials was fooling me. He was acting like there was no touchdown.
Kick is up, high enough, long enough, and it is good. So the Lander Tigers regain the lead. It's Lander 14, Green River 8. Back after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Back again at Wolves Stadium in Green River. Lander now with a 14-8 lead on our WYO Today scoreboard. And going back to receive the punt is Skylar Lee. First time he's been back there. Matisse Weaver, who scored the touchdown and then added the extra point, will do the kicking chores from the 40. And he goes back 5 steps, now goes to the left 3 steps. And approaching the football, and there's the kick, and away it goes out of the end zone. And Green River will again, I tell you what, when you have a weapon like Matisse Weaver, there's no runbacks.
Yeah, I believe that's 7 kickoffs in a row for Matisse Weaver, and they have all gone to the end zone.
4 minutes, 50 seconds to go. That last touchdown by the Tigers was a 5-play, 44-yard drive, 9-yard run by Matisse Weaver for the TD, and he added the PAT. Up to the line of scrimmage now, the new quarterback, junior Kale Nezovich. He's got receivers wide on each side. Fro look in the backfield. There's a handoff straight ahead, nothing doing that time for Bracken Miller. Boy, that was a great defensive rush, and coming up off the bottom of that pile for the Tigers, Zion Calabreas.
Yeah, only a 2-yard or 3-yard gain.
Yeah, it's 2 yards
on that first down play, and we're seeing really how effective Caleb Lake is as a quarterback compared to what this junior is, because it's just not the same offense. It's just not.
No, and you hate to see a player get injured, especially in the first game. In the eye, one man in the slot. Nezovich takes the handoff, rolls to his left, under pursuit, throws it to the Green River sidelines, out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, nice catch there by, I see a number 9 on the Green River, so a nice catch by Bracken Miller on the sideline.
Too bad he was 4 yards out of bounds. Okay, so it's 3rd down, 8 yards to go for Green River. After the quarterback injury, coming into the backfield is Bracken Miller, and coming out now for Green River, Jackson Gomez. We're down at 4:05 to go here until halftime. Lander leading 14-8 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Power I again. Here's the hand. Oh, caught right in the backfield. Oh, there was no chance. He almost got the handoff. And, of course, we're talking about Gabe Harris. I don't know how fast he got in there, but the loss is going to be all the way back to the 16-yard line, a 6-yard loss.
Kale Canet, how are we going to say his last name? The quarterback for Green River, Kale
Nezovich,
bumped into one of his own players, which disrupted the whole play, which gave Gabe Harris enough time to get in there.
4th down now for the Green River Wolves, 3.5 minutes to go. Lander leading 14-8. Last punt by Green River wasn't that great. The Tigers took over at the Green River 44, and they're letting the clock run down here without any. Maybe they're going to take a timeout here, as the back judge has signaled 5 seconds, and Green River's just standing there, and the coach is going to call a timeout. So we have timeout with 3 minutes to go. We'll be right back after this.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Ernie's pointing at me like I'm supposed to talk, so here we are. We are in the second quarter, 3 minutes left, and it is 4th down for Green River, and they are about ready to kick this one off. High snap, low catch, and the kick is off the end of the foot and goes all the way down off the sideline. It'll go out of bounds right around the 45, 46, 46-yard line for Lander, so good field position.
Yeah, and the official kept walking after you called that. They marked it at the 44, so that's exactly where the Tigers started the last time at the Green River 44. So Lander in excellent field position, and they've got 2 minutes, 57 seconds to work. And let's see what the Tigers come out of the huddle with. Coming on the near side is Stephenson, okay. One man in the slot, one man in the backfield with Stauffenberg in the gun. And Stauffenberg keeps it. He goes around the right side. He's got 7, 8, 9 yards before he's finally pulled down about the 30-yard line. Nice run, and they are going to give him to the 34. So that is a nice, it has to be a 9-yard run. Otherwise, it would be a first down since they started at the 34. So second down, 1 yard to go for the Tigers. Clock moving at 2.5 minutes to go. Lander with a 14-8 lead over Green River. And unfortunately, the Green River starting quarterback's been carted off the field with an injury. Here's Stauffenberg. Handoff to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli's got some running room. He's at the 20, the 15, down to the 12-yard line before he's finally pulled down. And they're going to mark him down at the 14. So that is a 20-yard run by Jack Pasquinelli. And it's another first down for Lander with 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go.
This is a big drive for Lander because, remember, Lander gets the ball to start the second half.
And the clock is now started, 2:08 to go and running. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line in Green River territory. Stauffenberg is in the gun. One man beside him in the backfield, one man in the slot. Back to pass. Pass in the end zone for Harris. Touchdown, Lander. Gabe Harris with the touchdown.
Nice pass by Brendan Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. That's Harris's second TD catch of the night. 25-yard the first one. And we're going to say, what, about 15, 20 yards?
Well, it's 14 yards.
14 yards for Gabe Harris for the touchdown. And so now the Tigers add on to their lead before the half.
Well, you know, you hate to have a player injured, but when the Green River quarterback went down, that was a big blow to the Wolves. Matisse Weaver on. Stauffenberg holding. The kick is up, long enough, high enough, and good. Lander now 21, Green River 8. Back after this.
Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Gourmet pizza in a flash. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of local student athletes.
Okay, back again at Green River, going deep back to receive the punt, or to receive the kick of Skylar Lee. I doubt he'll have a chance to put his hands on it, though, as Weaver has been kicking them well out of the end zone after each Lander touchdown. Minute 50 to go until halftime. Lander now with a 21-8 lead on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. After that beautiful touchdown, it was a 4-play, 44-yard drive, 14-yard touchdown pass to Gabe Harris, and Weaver added the PAT. There's the long kick. It's a high one, and it goes out of the end zone. So Green River will start again at the 20-yard line. Green River's starting positions today, the 20, the 39, the 20, and now the 20 again.
I see a pattern.
You see a pattern, yeah.
This is
beautiful night here in Green River.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's gotten a lot cooler since when we got here, and good crowd on hand. Standing room only crowd here in Green River as the Wolves come up for their first play on first down.
Nizovic is the quarterback. There's the handoff to the second man through, and guess who's there? Gabe Harris. It nails him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And calling timeout is Lander with 1:42 to go. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, smart move by Lander to call the timeout. They're thinking if they can get a 3 and out here, they'll have enough time to deal with something and probably put more points on the board, especially with a leg like Matisse Weaver. You don't need that. You don't need to be that close to get a field goal before half.
Well, we were talking, Travis, just a few minutes ago about the unusual start to this game. You know, we had a 96-yard drive by Green River that ended at the Lander 2 with a fumble recovery by the Tigers. And on the very next series of play, a 96-yard drive from the 2 to the 2, and Lander fumbled and gave it to Green River.
Yeah, it's been really weird. You know, there's been a little bit of everything. You've had, especially at the very beginning of this game in the first quarter, Green River with the pooch kick. You had the 2-point conversion. Neither one of those things that I think Lander was looking for. And then you also had the passing on the first series that I don't think Lander was ready for either, even though they got the 3 and out. So it looks like Lander has settled in pretty nicely here, lead 21-8 with just under 2 minutes left in this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, it was when we started the game, it was 82 degrees. And right now in Green River, if I can get my phone to work, Nizovic up to the line of scrimmage, one man in motion to the left side, in the eye, handoff to the second man through, caught right away. In there on the tackle for the Tigers, Caleb Hamilton. Nice defensive pursuit by Hamilton. And he was right there along with Jesse Dollard for the stop.
Nice play by Dollard. Again, that's the second time. And there is going to be a timeout called by Lander again.
So it's 3rd and 10, 1:37 to go. Lander calls timeout. Let's see if I can get my weather app to work again here. And it was, it's gone down to 79 degrees. So, the sun goes down, the temperature goes down. 79 degrees after starting the game at a temperature of 88 degrees. 1:37 to go until halftime. Lander 21, Green River 8. The scoring so far in the game, Lander opened the scoring in the first quarter at the 9:08 mark with a 25-yard pass. Stauffenberg to Harris, PAT with the Weaver. 5 plays, 54 yards, 7-0. Then Green River came back at 5:49 of the first on a 34-yard run by Jackson Gomez. Lake added the PAT run, and it was 8-play, 80-yard drive, and 7-8. Green River led at that time. Here's the big third down play. Nizovic rolling out to his left. He throws downfield out of play. Threw it into his back into his sideline. So 1:29, and Lander's going to get the ball back. It is an incomplete pass, and it's a 3 and out here for Green River. The other scores, Lander then scored in the second quarter at 4:50, a 9-yard run by Matisse Weaver, and he added the PAT 5-play, 94-yard drive, 14-8. And then with 1:50 to go, 14-yard pass, Stauffenberg to Harris. The PAT by Weaver, 4 plays, 44-yard drive, and it's where we stand now, 21-8. Okay, Lee back to punt for Green River, almost blocked, and he shanked it. And it's going to drop at the 40-yard line, takes a big Lander bounce all the way to the 35. So the Tigers, with 1:19 to go, are in excellent field position. Lander will have it at the 35-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. And they're already in Matisse Weaver's field goal yardage. This morning, I was watching him, or after I got here this afternoon, watching him kick from 45 yards out.
Yeah,
so,
he's got a leg for sure. Yeah.
1:19 to go. Okay, here come the Tigers out. Stauffenberg in the gun. Twin receivers on the left, one in the right, one man in the slot. Weaver takes the snap. Passes it to Harris. Harris has got some running room down to the 30, inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. 6-yard run or pass play from Stauffenberg to Harris. Tigers are right back up at the line of scrimmage. We're down to 1 minute to go here in the first half. Signals coming in from the sidelines. Boy, they better hurry. Okay, they've got the signal in.
Definitely don't want to use your one timeout.
Back to pass in the gun. Long pass downfield. Harris has it at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! What a beautiful play that was. Stauffenberg right on the hands of Harris. He caught it at about the 10-yard line and squirted into the end zone. Lander 27, Green River 8.
That's what you want if you're a Lander Tigers fan. What a pass there by Stauffenberg to Gabe Harris. That was Gabe Harris and Stauffenberg on both passes from that drive.
Yeah, that was a 29-yard touchdown pass. The last one was 14. And the extra point is up and good. So the Tigers now take a 28-8 20-point lead here at Wolves Stadium in Green River, and we'll be right back after this timeout.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Ernie Over and Travis Gupton back at Wolves Stadium in Green River, where the Tigers are now up by 20 points, 3 touchdowns, 28-8. And, their touchdown drives were 5 plays, 4 plays, and 3 plays.
Yeah, not taking long, are they?
Tigers are not wasting any time. Matisse Weaver tees it up at the 40. Skylar Lee is back. Each one of, maybe I shouldn't say this to jinx him, but each one of Matisse Weaver's kicks have gone through the end zone. And let's see what happens this time. He's got the signal from the official and approaches the ball. There's the kick, and same result.
That was a field goal.
Was that a field goal? No, yes, it could have been a field goal.
It could have been a field goal.
Yeah, you scared me there for a second. What did I miss? Yeah, so it went right through the uprights. Not, of course, a field goal, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Green River again at their own 20-yard line with 40 seconds to go. Kale Knezevich, 6'1", 150-pound junior, came in after the injury to Caleb Blake, who was carted off the field in an ATV with, it looked like, some upper body injury, perhaps the shoulder. Okay, Knezevich, pro look back, power eye. Knezevich back. Oh, boy, tell you what, Gabe Harris and the Lander defensive line right there. A huge loss on the play all the way back to the 19-yard line, or the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 15, so it's going to be a loss on the play of 5 yards. Boy, Harris was right there along with his teammates, and that's about the 3rd time Harris has almost gotten the handoff on the opposition.
Yeah, and one of the things that I'm noticing is Lander is not letting anything get behind them. They don't think that anybody can get behind them at all.
Okay, that's going to be the end of the first half of play as Green River does not touch the ball again. That's the end of the first period of play, and I understand, Travis, that we're going to have a longer than usual halftime. There's going to be a dance team performance, a marching band performance, a little cheer campers performance, and then the teams return to the field for stretching in the second half kickoff. Well, you're listening to Lander Tiger Basketball on KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in just a few minutes to talk some more football from around the area, and we'll be right back.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back, everyone. We are at halftime. Lander leads 28-8 over Green River. Going to look at some halftime stats here for the Tigers. We'll start off with the Lander Valley Tigers. Jack Pasquinelli doing what he has done in the last game, rushed for over 100 yards last game. He's got 7 carries for 54 yards in this game as of right now. Gabe Harris with 2 carries for 23 yards. Matisse Weaver has 4 carries for 27 yards, and then Brennan Stauffenberg with a scramble has 9 yards rushing. Stauffenberg also with 114 yards passing in the first half. Joel Beaver with the recipient of probably the biggest play of the game so far, 40-yard touchdown pass, or one of the not a touchdown pass, it was a 40-yard pass to set up a touchdown. That was his only catch of the game so far for the 40 yards. The other catch, person to have caught a ball in this game was Gabe Harris, and we've called his name so many times this evening. He has let's see here. He has 5 carries for 94 yards. He has a 25, a 20, a 14, a 6, and a 29-yard catch. 3 of those catches were for touchdowns. Now looking over at Green River, it's kind of the opposite as what you're looking. It's not as balanced. Jackson Mitchell has 39 yards carrying. He's got 9 carries in this game so far. Caleb Blake, the quarterback who was injured in the first half, had 13 yards rushing. Hunter Finley had 1 carry for 3 yards. Gomez had 7 carries for 38 yards. And then Miller had 2 carries for 6 yards. Caleb Blake and Kale Nezevich did not have a completion in the first half. They both threw the ball twice, and both were incomplete passes, and no one received any catches due to the incompletions. It's pretty much been the running game for the Green River Wolves as the band plays here during our halftime show here in Green River. Looking at some scores from around Fremont County, Sean O'Brate told me that it is 35-0 at half between the Wolverines and Cody. Cody has dominated that game so far. Again, defending state champions, and Riverton really trying to find out their identity on the offensive side of the ball. Thermopolis fell by a final of 49-6 to Tongue River, and that is a final. And where we sit now is 28-8. And so we're going to take an extended commercial break here where it's about 9 minutes and 35 seconds left until third quarter action. So we'll take an extended break. You're listening to Lander Tigers football on 93.1 KFCW as well as on WYO Today's YouTube. I'm Travis Gupton. We'll be right back.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Ernie Over and Travis Gupton back at Wolves Stadium in Green River, where the Lander Tigers have a 28-8 lead over the Green River Wolves here at halftime. And we were told all week, and looking at the film from Green River, they run the ball right at you, right up the middle, power I formation, and they came out 3 straight passes, and of course Lander held them. The next time they got the ball, they went back to what they were known for, and they went right down the field. They marched down 8 plays, 80 yards, and took an 8-7 lead, but Lander has scored 3 touchdowns since then, and of course, the really interesting thing that we talked about earlier during one of the timeouts, Travis, was the exchange of fumbles. Each team drove the ball 96 yards down the field, and each team fumbled it at their opponent's 2-yard line. Neither team got a score out of that, but that was really an unusual occurrence here, and I think the last time it was the Tigers that recovered and scored. But, an unusual start to this game.
Yeah, it absolutely has been. Green River came out and they scored on one of their first drives. And then what is the first thing they do? They don't go for the field goal. They go for the 2-point conversion, which gives them the 8-7 lead, and that's in the first quarter. And then they come out and do a squib kick, and that gives Lander good field position. Then we have really good play on both sides of the ball. I honestly feel like, though, if you are Coach John Scott, you are addressing the run game for Green River 100%, because there was just too much open space on just simple draw plays that the Tigers were giving up, and that was giving Green River so much momentum. But, partner, credit the Tigers. They had a raucous crowd going when Green River took the lead, and they settled in, and now they have a 3-score lead.
And, the interesting thing is, and probably the key determinator of this game was the injury to Caleb Luke.
Yeah.
Or Caleb Lake, the starting quarterback for Green River. He went down with an upper body injury. It looked like shoulder. And when I raced down to the restroom here at the beginning of half, he was in the training room underneath the bleachers. And when I came back out, they had put him back in that ATV again, and they were hauling him off. It looks like he's probably going to go get some x-rays to see what's happened to him. It's a darn shame that your starting quarterback gets injured on the first game of the year. But, boy, that really turned the tide for Lander.
Yeah, that definitely is a momentum killer for Green River. But here's the thing, right? Green River, they needed this halftime to be able to have Coach say, you know what, we've got to focus. We've got to play our game. One of the things that I noticed is Knežević, one of the things that was just the problem, and you mentioned it a couple times, Gabe Harris was already there by the time the handoff was there, is the fact of they are running into their own players. So like I mentioned before, when you have a different quarterback that doesn't get as many reps, the timing is off. The timing's not there. You're probably playing with your backups, and when your backups are playing, it's probably not as clean or probably not as crisp as you're wanting it. So now that he's in this starting role, Coach is probably he probably came in and sat him down and said, look, I need you to play up to your potential, which, as a junior, he's been here. He knows how to play.
And there's going to be probably a lot of fundamental plays by Green River since he hasn't had that many reps. And, so I guess we're just guessing that we'll see handoff after handoff. I don't think we'll see any fancy plays here. Maybe a run to the outside once or twice. But this new quarterback, Kale Knežević, is, he's getting experience under pressure here.
Yeah, and as far as I looked under the stats from last week, he did not play against Utah. And so this is his first action he's seeing on his home field under the lights against a really good team in Lander. They're ranked number 5 in the preseason polls in the 3A conference. So, this is not a slack-off team. So it's going to be interesting to see. I agree with you. He's passed the ball twice in the first half. And in that first half, both of them were incomplete. So I do not expect anything crazy when it comes to the second half.
And we'll be back with our second half right after this.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice.
Back again at Wolves Stadium, and Lander will receive the kickoff from the Green River Wolves, and going deep back for the Tigers. Let's see, who is that back there? It's Gabe Harris. So Gabe Harris is the lone man back about the 10-yard line, and intermediately we've got for the Tigers Paxton Hollingstead is out there, number 11. And on this side, Jack Pasquinelli. So, deep man is Gabe Harris. And, of course, that's who Coach John Scott said would be doing the return yardage for the Tigers. And we're getting ready for the kickoff, and doing the chores, Jackson Gomez for the Green River Wolves. A lot of green in the stadium tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go. There's the kickoff. It's an end-over-ender. Harris takes it on the run, fumbles it at the 12-yard line, picks it back up, moves forward across the 15 to the 20, and he's down there. So, he had a lot of room on that right side, but he kind of mishandled the catch and still made yardage out of it, and they're going to put the ball at the 22-yard line. So Lander starts here in the second half, 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Tigers come out. Receivers wide to each side. Stauffenberg under center. One man in the backfield. Hand off to Pasquinelli straight ahead. Nothing doing there, and he's caught at the line and dropped.
Yeah, it's one thing that this Green River team has not allowed in the first half, and that is just a simple draw play or a simple run up the middle. No room for Pasquinelli, Harris, or Matisse Weaver at all.
No gain on the play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Play just underway here in the third period of play. 28-8. Lander with the lead on our WYO Today Facebook page. Okay, here's the pitch. Goes on the near side. Pasquinelli has it. He's got some running room at the 30, down to the 35-yard line. And it's going to be a first down for the Tigers. He's going to go from the 22 to the 35-yard line. And it's a first down for the Lander Tigers. And that time, Pasquinelli just went on that 13-yard gain. He went over the left side on the left edge. 11:04 to go here in the third period. 28-8. Lander with the lead and all the momentum. Tigers come out, 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right side. Full house or pro set look in the backfield. Now Harris in motion, and the ball's kept by the quarterback, Stauffenberg. He's across the 35 out to about the 36 or 37-yard line. And it will be a gain of about 2. So we had the first gain of 13 yards. By Pasquinelli, and now 2 yards up to the 37-yard line. And it will be 2nd down and about a long 8 to go.
Pasquinelli doing the things that he did last week, right? He running up the gut, running as much as possible. Surprised. I'm still shocked how he does it.
There's Pasquinelli again. He's got a lot of running room on the right-hand side. 40, 45, down to the 40-yard line. It was the 40, then the 45, 50, then the 45. So it's a great carry, another first down by Pasquinelli inside to the 43-yard line. So that is 13 and 7. That's a 20-yard carry on the play. Nice gain by Pasquinelli to the 43-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for the Lander Tigers. And they're the team that's been running the ball, and we thought it would be Green River. Okay, up under center is Stauffenberg, far outside. There's the handoff. Goes to Matisse Weaver. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, no room for Matisse that time. There'll be no gain on the play. And that stays at the 43. And that time, Weaver looked like he wanted to go on a left side sweep, but the Green River defense was having none of it.
Yeah, absolutely not. That was a nice play by the Green River defense. And partner, in the first half, there was no wind. Look at the flag now.
Yeah, sure is. It's blowing out of the west. Probably the northwest breeze, enough to move that flag. It is 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Tigers. Hash mark in the center of the field. Stauffenberg in the gun. Takes 3 steps back. Pass down to Matisse Weaver is caught. He's down inside the 20-yard line. Another 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And that one was a little high, but Weaver had to jump up to get it. Otherwise, if that would have been placed differently, he might have been in for a score. It's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 19-yard line. Great play by the Tigers.
Yeah, another big play by Brendan Stauffenberg and a really athletic catch by Matisse Weaver.
So the play down to the 19-yard line. Tigers come out. Stevenson wide to the right side. On the near side is Joel Beaver. There's the handoff. Fake straight up the middle. Brandenburg. Here's Stauffenberg in for the touchdown. Brandenburg, where did that come from? He was the Wyoming basketball coach years ago. Stauffenberg in for the touchdown, and the Tigers go up 34-8 8:26 to go in the third period.
Yeah, nice play by Brennan Stauffenberg. He faked everyone out, including you, Ernie, and made sure that he got in that end zone, and now that is a big-time score for this Lander Tigers offense.
19-yard run by Stauffenberg, who's now holding for Matisse Weaver on the PAT. There's the snap, the kick, it's up, it's high enough, it's through the uprights, it is good. And now Lander has a lead of 35-8 on our Wyote Today scoreboard. Back after this.
Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Gourmet pizza in a flash. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of local student athletes.
Well, the Tigers run 7 plays, go 78 yards, 19-yard run by Brennan Stauffenberg for the touchdown at the 8:26 mark of the third period of play. And Lander has increased their lead now to 35-8. And Matisse Weaver is about to kick off for the Tigers. And Snyder Lee is well deep. He's actually, he's 2 yards out of the end zone. Weaver's been putting him out of the end zone. There's the kick, and then he does this one too. Sails right out of the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Green River Wolves at their 20-yard line. So Green River's starting possessions tonight had been at the 20, the 39 in their own yard, the 2-yard line, the 20-yard line, the 20-yard line, the 20-yard line, and the 20-yard line. So
I see a pattern.
Well, that's the value of having a kicker like Matisse Weaver. Boy, he can drill that thing, and when you put the opposition in a hole, it makes it much harder for them to move up and down the field. So Kale Knezovich is the replacement quarterback, and he's in the gun. They've got folks all over in the backfield. Now a man in motion, and there's the handoff. Goes to the first man through. He's got some running room on the outside. He's at the 30, 35, and that's Braxton Miller. Braxton Miller goes for a first down run, and it goes from the 20 to the 37-yard line. So that's 17 yards on the carry by Miller. Well, that time they used the outside run, which we haven't seen them do hardly at all. And Coach Scott thought they might do some perimeter work, and they did at that time. So Knezovich, instead of being under center, is back in the gun. He's about 8 yards behind the center. There's the handoff, and it goes again to Miller, but this time he's caught and met. Oh, and he's pulled down right away by Zane Calabres. A big loss on the play is going to be 4 yards lost, so that's going to be back at the 33-yard line on that great tackle by Calabres. And he was in the backfield just like Harris has been.
And so you see the adjustment that Green River is starting to make here in this third quarter with going in the gun and that pitch play. That allows your defensive or offensive line to set up, and they don't have to make that quick adjustment as if you're under center.
Back up to the line of scrimmage, second down, 14 yards to go. Same formation, all alone in the backfield there is the quarterback. Here's the handoff. The snap is muffed. It goes down. It's picked up by the Tigers. Lander has it at the 15-yard line on the muff on the snap from center.
Yeah, that one almost got picked up by the quarterback for Green River. Luckily, for Lander, he could not get a hand on it, and finally someone fell on it for Lander.
And we've got a Tiger down on the play, and let's see, someone's slow to get up there.
It looked like he just landed on the ball and knocked the wind out of him.
Well, I think that might have been what happened, and I can't see his number, but we're going to have, it's Gabe Harris. 27, I believe. Yeah, Gabe Harris is, and I think that's a pretty good assessment, Travis. He fell on the football and then was tackled from the mid, but Harris is running off the field under his own power. So
I have done that before. It hurts. I mean, it hurts.
Does it hurt the football?
It hurt. I don't know who it hurt worse.
7:21 to go in the third period. Lander 35, Green River 8 on our WYO Today scoreboard. Lander 1st and 10 now at the Green River 15-yard line. And coming from the sidelines with the play is Brennan Stauffenberg, who consulted with Coach Scott. Now they come out, wide receivers on each side, one man in the slot. Kind of looks like a wildcat. And Lander calls timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back, everyone. Travis Gupton, Ernie over with you. And Ernie, we were just talking about this, the difference in the two games that we saw, 54-0 against Pinedale, but it was mostly rushing. Pasquinelli rushed for 140-some-odd yards in that game. Tonight, it's been Brennan Stauffenberg with over 125 yards passing and some really long bombs to put this score the way it is at 35-8 in the third quarter.
7:21 to go in period 3. Lander with a 35-8 lead. Green River led late in the first period of play, 8-7, but since then it's been all Tigers. 27 straight points. Okay, under center is Stauffenberg at the 15-yard line, hands it off to Pasquinelli. He runs into his own players, but still manages to fall forward for about a yard. Well, his blockers were in front of him, but unfortunately they blocked him right into him. So Pasquinelli gets a yard on the play, and Lander goes down to the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Pasquinelli reaching the 95-yard rushing mark, so he could go over 100 yards again.
Stauffenberg gets the call from Coach Scott. Hash mark, far side of the field. Receivers on each end, everyone in a power I pro set. There's the handoff. Oh, falling down and getting back up. Is that Matisse Weaver or was that Gabe Harris? It was Weaver. Weaver got the call and almost fell down. He tripped, but he still picked up about 5 yards, 6 yards on the play, 5 yards. It's down to the 9-yard line now, just across. For statistical purposes, it looks like the 10, but it's across the 10, so it's actually the 9.
Thank you.
If you do stats.
Yeah.
Okay, here we come. 6 minutes to go, third period. Same look in the backfield. There's the pitch. Goes to Weaver. Weaver finds his way down inside the 5 for a 1st and goal for the Tigers to the 4-yard line. 5-yard gain for the Tigers and the 1st down. So Lander knocking on the door once again.
Partner, as we kind of expected over in Cody, the Cody Bronx lead going into the fourth quarter, 49-0 over Riverton.
Well, Cody's the number 1 team. They brought almost everyone back from their state championship team. 1st down, goal to go now for the Tigers. One man in the backfield, that's Pasquinelli. And the handoff goes to Weaver. Weaver pulls his way forward to about the 2-yard line. So Weaver gets 2 on the play to the 2-yard line. 5:16 to go now, 35-8. Tigers knocking on the door.
I love how Matisse Weaver runs. He is very good at running after contact. Last 2 plays he's had Green River Wolves all over him, and he's drugged them for an extra yard or 2.
Okay, at the 2-yard line, 2nd and goal. Everyone is in tight. There's the handoff to the end zone. Close, but not close enough. So that was a carry that time Who carried that time? Well, I missed who the carry was. They were all almost like a rugby scrum.
I think that was Gabe Harris, partner.
It could have been. Let's give him down 1 yard to the 1. First and goal for the third and goal for the Tigers at the 1 yard line. Everyone is in tight. Full house look in the backfield. Quarterback keeper by Stauffenberg. And touchdown, Lander. Brendan Stauffenberg at the 4:18 mark.
Nice play by Brendan Stauffenberg. I love big boy football. Let's just all get up close and tight. Let's see who's got the toughest offensive and defensive line. And Lander won that one. And when you have a quarterback like Brendan Stauffenberg, as hefty and big as he is and so strong as he is not going to go down easy.
Here comes the extra point attempt. Stauffenberg holding for Matisse Weaver. 4:18 to go in the third. Oh, Lander is offside, and we'll have to have a penalty here, and then Weaver will have to try it back from the 15. It was good, of course.
Yeah, it was good,
yeah. So he'll have one more shot at it from the 15-yard line, a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. The right side end jumped just a wee bit, and the officials, of course, saw it. If we saw it, the officials could see it. Yeah.
And remember, Matisse Weaver in the second quarter kicked a kickoff that went up through the upright, so I think we're going to be fine.
Okay, here we go from the 15. Here's the extra point attempt. The snap. Oh, the snap is mishandled. With it is Stauffenberg. Throws it in the end zone, and it is incomplete.
And as soon as I say that.
Yep. Well, we had the mishandle on the snap, and so the score will remain Lander 41 and Green River 8.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Former University of Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone. Travis Gupton and Ernie over with you. It is fourth quarter action, 4:18 left in this game, 41-8.
41-8 in the third period.
Third period, thank you. I'm all kinds of tired still, folks. It is third quarter action, 41-8. Lander sits comfortably, and I'm not going to say anything about this kickoff for fear of emails this next week.
All right, well, let's see if Matisse Weaver can send it out of the end zone again. He approaches the ball. There's the kick, and it's caught at the goal line. So we're going to have a return here, and it's Lee. Lee with the return. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, and we have a whistle. I heard the whistle before the runner stopped.
Yeah, that was confusing. I don't know where the whistle came from. If it came from the referee with the white hat, then he's signaling a fair catch and that it wouldn't have gone out.
Well, they're talking about it now. The return was to the 25-yard line, so was it a fair catch at the goal line? And here comes the call from the official, the referee. Well, he's going over to talk to Coach Culbertson. And let's see what it is. It was a 25-yard return. They've got it at the 26-yard line, and Lee scooped it up at the 1.
They're going to put it right there, partner.
I think that's what they're going to do. So Green River, they're picking up the flag. Okay, so first down and 10. Green River has it at the 26-yard line. It's one of their better, 6 yards better than their usual starting place. But we have a backup quarterback in there for the Wolves, Kale Knezovich. Okay, we have wide receivers split out. One man in the slot, one man in the backfield to the left side in motion now. And the handoff goes to him, and that is Braxton Miller, and he gets nowhere. Look who's in there for the tackle, Matisse Weaver.
Yeah, Matisse.
And Gabe Harris.
Yeah, those two, we're going to hear their names probably for the rest of the season. Absolutely phenomenal on both sides of the ball, absolutely.
Well, we're going to give Bracken a 1-yard gain. Excuse me. Clock moving, 3:45 to go in the third, 41-8. Lander with the lead. Coming in with the play is Jackson Gomez from head coach Kevin Cuthbertson. Hash mark near side, same formation. Receivers wide on each side.
It's set up the exact same way, so it's the same exact play coming up. Oh.
And now the quarterback, new quarterback, that's Jackson Gomez at the quarterback, and he takes it off left tackle, and he is down after another 1-yard gain. It's now at the 29-yard line. So that's actually 2-yard gain. So 2 yards by the next man playing quarterback, Jackson Gomez.
So it's a run pitch option, it looks like what they're going to set up for. Gives the quarterback the opportunity to hand off or pitch off to his running back, or give him the option to take it. And that's a safe bet if you're losing your starting quarterback and now at your, second or third string.
Clock moving, 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Gomez is back in the shotgun formation. Receivers on both sides, one man in the slot, now in motion. That's fake, and the Tigers have it covered, but there's a long pass intercepted by the Tigers at midfield, and it's Stevenson, Evan Stevenson, who gets the interception for the Tigers right at midfield. Another turnover for Green River.
And there is a Green River player down, partner. He's slow to get up. Now he's going to try to help get up. Evan Stevenson played Lander Lobos baseball. He is a tall kid. That is a perfect play for him.
Yeah, the ball was underthrown, and they're going to actually mark it at the 49-yard line of Green River. So they move the ball back to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. Clock stopped, 2:21 to go third, 41-8, Lander. At one point, Green River led this game 8-7.
Yeah, it was in the first quarter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Evan Stevenson, one of those kids that if you ever see him slide into second, it doesn't take him long to get there.
Okay, Stauffenberg is still the quarterback. He comes up under center. Ball at the 49-yard line, handoff to Gabe Harris straight ahead. 2 or 3 yards there. Initially on the tackle, we have Dalen Miller, 5'10", 240 senior. And another Green River player is down on the field here.
Yeah, and that one looks a little more significant as he took his helmet off automatically.
Well, let's take a break, and we'll be back. 2:03 to go, third period. Lander 41, Green River 8.
Worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Okay, all right, there we go. The injured player that came off the field was Gage Finley, a senior. Lander has it now, second down and about 7 yards to go. They're at the 46-yard line. Now Stauffenberg calling some audibles, handoff straight up the middle, powering his way up across the 45 down to about the 43 is Gabe Harris. No, wait, that's not Gabe. That's Hunter Velarde. Hunter Velarde with the carry. And it goes down to the 42-yard line. So a 4-yard gain for Hunter Velarde.
I guarantee you his family is listening right now, and I'm going to get an email about that too. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I love Hunter Velarde is such a great kid. I got to get to know him during Lander Lobos baseball as well. Actually, I can't remember if it's Lobos or Raiders he played for, but just an all-around awesome kid, and I really enjoyed getting to know him. It was the Lobos, that's right. Getting to know him is really fun.
Under center is Stauffenberg. Handoff goes to Weaver. Weaver powers his way for a first down to the 37-yard line. So that is a 5-yard pickup for the Tigers and another first down for Lander. And the clock ticking away at minute 12 to go here in the third period of play.
And you watch. I'm going to get an email now saying that he played for the Raiders. You watch.
Well, he was in the press box with us during the Lobos game, so I think he, unless he played both ways.
His dad is actually the assistant, is the head coach for the B team for the Lobos. So, Coach Velarde, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Stauffenberg under center. There's the handoff to Matisse Weaver, and he powers his way. Boy, look at the leg strength on that. He had nothing, and he ends up now at the 33-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. That was all power.
Matisse did a little spin move there as he reached the line of scrimmage to get one of the blockers off of his back. Nice play by Matisse.
Well, let's see if we have one more play in before we go to the final 8 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And I don't think we're going to have another play as Lander walks away from the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be the end of 3, and the score, Lander 41 and the Green River Wolves 8.
College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
There goes Hunter Velarde with the snap, and he powers his way on the left-hand side. He's going to get 5 or 6 yards, almost to the sideline that time, and the officials are going to mark the ball inside the 30. They're going to put it down at the 28-yard line. So that is a gain on the play of 5 yards for Hunter Velarde. Not a first down. Tigers still need 3 more yards for the first down. The game is safely in hand. With 11:25 to go in the game, it's 41-8. Lander with the lead, and nobody has left this stadium. It's a full stadium here.
And you got to love that.
A lot of folks.
You got to love that.
Here we go. Stauffenberg making an audible under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Velarde. Velarde straight ahead, first down, Tigers. And he goes down to the 25-yard line, inside the 25. And Velarde, they're going to mark the ball right at the 25-yard line. So that's a 3-yard gain and another first down for the Tigers. 1st and 10, Velarde with that last carry. Tigers are just content to run it up the gut here, run time off the clock with the big lead they have.
And I believe we're close to the final score we had last year, right?
Yeah, last year the Tigers won 43-12, and it's 41-8 right now. Stauffenberg under center, Velarde in the backfield. Whistle, and a timeout called by Lander. And we'll be right back. Lander 41, Green River 8.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
10:27 to go in the game. Lander has receivers on each side. One man in the slot. Handoff goes straight up the middle. And was that 87? No, we don't have an 87. That must have been 37.
Yeah,
was that Matisse?
I see 30.
Or 33.
I see a 33.
Yeah, that was Cody West on the carry. We've got a lot of new Lander players in.
Moffitt is in at quarterback.
Yep, Brody Moffitt. He comes in wearing number 8. He's a junior, 6'1", 155 pounds. So Moffitt now the quarterback. 10 minutes to go in the game. Lander comfortably ahead, 41-8. Same format. There's the handoff. It goes to Weaver. Weaver stopped short of the 20-yard line. I think he's going to get maybe a yard on that play, maybe no yards. Well, they're going to move it down to the 23-yard line, so that'll be 2 yards on the play by Weaver. Clock is just running. Lander's content to keep it on the ground. Hunter Velarde coming into the game now. Clock at 9:14. Lander deep in Green River territory. They're at the 23-yard line. Same formation. Moffitt, the quarterback, drops the ball. I think he covered it. He mishandled the snap from center and got it right back, so there's no gain on the play, and it'll be third down. Yeah, Moffitt was lucky to get that one back. It's fourth down. Fourth down, the Tigers are going to try a field goal, I think.
Why not?
Matisse Weaver is out there. Well, you want to practice everything you can in the game. So it'll be a 40-yard field goal attempt, or maybe a 39. It'll be a 39-yard field goal attempt from the 29-yard line. Goes back 3 steps. There's the snap, the kick. It is good. Matisse Weaver with a 39-yard field goal. And that makes it 44-8 on our Wyo Today scoreboard. So that was fourth at 8:14, and a 39-yard. And that one was would have been good from 59.
Yeah, that was like I said. He's got a leg on him. Matisse Weaver is such an absolute. He's such a weapon. I don't know how to put it any other way. With him being able to kick the kickoffs like he does, and what we just saw field goal wise, that is such a weapon for this Lander Tigers team.
And that's going to go down as a 10-yard drive in 9 plays, since the field goal was at the 49 and they started at the 39 and they started at the 49. So a 10-yard drive in 7 plays. Matisse Weaver with a 39-yard field goal that went through with ease. And Lander now leads 44-8 on our Wyo Today scoreboard, and Weaver coming out to kick the ball away. Well, the start of this game was pretty interesting until the Green River quarterback went down.
Yeah,
and that
absolutely
changed everything.
Everything. And, again, we really, really hope that Caleb Blake is doing fine. I as a former quarterback, I hate seeing plays like that, and I hate seeing things like that happen. I just really hope he's doing okay.
Deep back is Christian Lee, wearing number 15 for the Green River Wolves. Here's Weaver approaching the ball. And I lost it in the night sky. It goes down to the goal line, and it's a touchback. So it didn't go through the end zone, but it went to the end zone. And we have a touchback called right there. So the Green River Wolves will take over at their 20-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Green River hasn't crossed midfield since their second drive of the game when they scored their touchdown. They've been in their own territory the rest of the game. Okay, coming in now is Adam Ruiz, 6'1", 170-pound junior. Is he going to be the next quarterback, or are we going to stay with Jackson Gomez? Let's see. No, it's Gomez. No, it's not. It's number 3. Oh, so Knezevich is back under center as quarterback. There's the pitch in the backfield, and rolling to his left, doesn't get much yardage. That's Axel McKinnon. And McKinnon is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a 1-yard carry on that play. So 1 yard goes to the 21-yard line. Clock moving. 7:50 to go. Lander 44, Green River 8. So at the 21, second down, 9 yards to go. Well, it's too bad that Lake had to go down because it was a very competitive game with him in there.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, let's also give credit to this Lander defense.
There's a nice run up the middle, getting away, running for a first down. Well, that was poor tackling on Lander's part. They had him collared. And let's see, who was that? That was 25. So James Hartman. James Hartman carried that ball, and it's a first down to the 30-yard line. So it goes to the 30. That's a 9-yard carry and another first down for Green River. They haven't had many of them here in the second half.
Yeah. On the stat sheet, I'm running out of places to put rushing people.
Yeah, you'll just have to put their names down here or something. And
okay,
go from there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. There's the snap from center. Pitch on the near side, carrying the ball. He's got a little bit of running room across the 35, and rolling out of bounds there is James Hartman. He's carried the last 2 times, and he's going to be close to a first down. Where are they going to mark him? Oh, they say he went out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So an 8-yard carry by Hartman. And it is now second down and about 3 yards to go. 6:57 left in the game, 44-8 Lander. Hash mark near side. Receivers split wide on each side in the eye. One man in the slot now underway. Passes the, and we have Lander offside. That'll be a first down. Lander hasn't had many penalties in the game,
which is a good change of pace from last week. Absolutely.
So this is going to go to the 43, and it'll be a first down by penalty. So another first down. Clock stopped at 3 ticks under 7 minutes. Man in motion now. Here's the handoff. Goes to the second man through. Hartman, he's caught behind the line and dragged down. Great defensive play that time, and let me see who did it. 54. So that is Jackson Condor. Is that Jackson or Jason Condor? Mr. Condor.
We'll go with that, yeah.
We'll go with that, yeah.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Jackson Condor.
There we go.
Loss of 1 on the play goes back to the 42.
Band's still lively.
Yeah, the band is still lively. They've been playing some nice tunes tonight. Back to pass. There's the quarterback. Dropped. Knezevich hasn't completed a pass yet. And that one was intended for the fella coming out of the backfield. And if he'll turn around, I'll see his number.
I think it was Christian Lee, number 15.
Yeah, he goes into the huddle. Yeah, you're right. It was Christian Lee. Timeout on the field.
I think.
Well, wait, they stopped the clock.
Stop the clock on an incompletion?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. And the scorekeepers are just as thrilled about this one as we are. They left the clock running. Let's get this over with. Okay, Knezovich under center in the eye. Back to pass, takes 4 steps back, launches one downfield, and it's knocked away. Nice play downfield by the Tigers. On defense, there was
59, 16, and 8 were all around the ball.
59, 16, and 8. Juan Rivera.
36 and 8.
And, well, I don't have him on. Bartlett Moffitt. Or Barrett Moffitt, I beg your pardon. Clock stops, 5:52 to go.
So Wyoming Indian was playing today, correct? And they beat
Guernsey Sunrise
by a final of 40-6.
That is Wyoming Indians' first win, I think, in 3 or 4 years. Good for the Chiefs. Okay, here's Knezovich. Passes downfield. It's caught and stopped short of the first down is Andrew Ruiz. He's going to be very close to that first down. I think they stopped him beforehand. Yeah, they did. He's a yard short of the first down. It's inside Lander territory at the 47-yard line.
So that's the first completion by
Knezovich.
Well, by any Green River quarterback.
And it's 4th down.
So it's a turnover.
Oh, that
on
was
downs.
a 4th down play. Yeah. So Lander will take over the ball. 5:43 to go. They're at the Green River. No, they're at their own 48-yard line. Okay, so Lander has the ball at their own 49-yard line. Or I said 48-yard line, I beg your pardon. Okay, Tigers, 5:43 to go in the game. Let's see who Coach John Scott brings out.
This has been a good game for the Tigers. This has been a raucous crowd. The student section's been absolutely lively. The band, good execution so far by the Tigers. Less penalties from last week, so they're doing exactly what I feel like John Scott wanted them to do.
Brody Moffitt has the ball handed off straight up the middle. Nice yardage across midfield. And carrying at that time was 25. And that is Hunter Velarde. So the gain by Velarde is 4 yards. It goes across midfield from the 48 to the 48. How about that? Clock moving at 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Lander leading 44-8. It was a beautiful drive over today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous drive over.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oops, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. Absolutely. It's always fun to come over to Green River in Rock Springs area.
There's the handoff, goes to Velarde. Velarde across the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. That'll be a 4-yard gain by Hunter Velarde.
And next week we're going to go to Powell.
Yep,
that's
going to
be a hard
Panther territory.
That's going to be a tough game. After seeing what they did to Riverton last week, and not sure who they're playing this week, but I think it was Worland they're playing at Worland. So
Worland.
That's going to be a tough matchup for them in Worland.
Okay, 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Lander up to the line. Moffitt, the quarterback. Bodie Moffitt under center. Handoff to the first man through. Boy, that was a quick handoff, and it didn't go very far. Let's see, is that Velarde on the bottom of the stack there? Getting up a little slow. No, that is
31.
That's Caden Rowan. No, yeah, Caden Rowan. It's 4th down for the Tigers. I would expect they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1. Just 4 minutes left to go in the game. They have 3 bass electric guitars down there in the band. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a band that I would love to have been in when I was in high school.
Okay, 4th and 1, whistle, and we have offside on Lander. So from 4th and 1 to 4th and 6 now.
So do you go get Matisse Weaver and kick a field goal?
Well, let's see.
From midfield.
That would be a 60-yard field goal.
Nope, they're just going to send Moffitt over to the far sideline and
try fourth down again.
Try fourth down again. And as soon as I say that,
here comes. Is that Weaver coming out?
That's going to be Weaver coming out. I was joking. No, that's Brennan Stauffenberg. So
yeah, Brennan Stauffenberg. And on the near side here, yeah, I think
it is Weaver.
It is Matisse.
Oh, my goodness.
Is he going to punt? Yeah, he's going to punt. He's not going to try a field goal.
Oh, okay. I was getting all excited. Yeah. All kinds of excited.
Axel McKinnon is back for the Green River Wolves. And we're down to 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. Here's the snap, and Weaver's kick is a wobbler. Bounces at the 30-yard line and then takes a Green River roll to the 35 where it's down. So it goes from the 44 to the 35, 9-yard punt, or 11-yard punt.
11-yard punt.
11-yard punt by Weaver.
And there's no doubt in my mind that at some point in this season he's going to kick something like that, field goal wise.
Well, you know, on punts they practice pooching it so they can keep the ball away from the returner.
Yeah, but that ball took a weird bounce. Like you said, it was a Green River bounce. It bounced back towards Lander. It doesn't really help.
About 5
yards. It doesn't really help Green River in the way of field position, but anything's anything at this point.
They're at the 36-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. Knezovich is the quarterback for the Wolves. Rolling back to pass, rolling to his right. Long pass downfield is incomplete, right off the fingers of Christian Lee at the 40-yard line of Lander.
And Lee had his defender beat. That would have been the biggest play for Green River all night.
Yeah, double coverage by the Tigers. Caleb Larvey was out there in double coverage. Yeah. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the game. Here's the snap, a reverse. And nothing doing there up to the 40-yard line. Boy, coming in and making that stop was 26, and that is Django Ferguson. Django Ferguson with the first tackle of the game.
And that was the first run by number 16 for Green River. At least that's the number I saw.
Yeah, and it went to the 40-yard line, so that's a 4-yard gain. And that was James Herwalt carrying it. We're down to almost 2 minutes to go in the game. 44-8, Lander with the big lead. There's the snap by Knezovich. He keeps it, rolls to his left. He's got some running room, and he runs out of bounds before he's smacked. Oh, that could have been a personal foul against the Tigers.
And Green River is not happy.
Yeah, was that 36 who did that?
It looked like it.
Barrett Moffitt did a little unnecessary push at the end of that. Stops the clock with 1:54 to go, and the gain is to first down territory at the 47-yard line. So that was a 7-yard gain on the play, and another first down for the Green River Wolves. Under 2 minutes to go now. Wolves, hash mark, near side. Knezovich has his backfield in the eye. There's a pass downfield, caught. Nice catch that time by 15, Christian Lee, and that's good for another first down. And that goes into Lander territory at the 39-yard line. And the Lander defender had his back to the play, and I actually thought he had knocked it away there initially. About 1:44 to go. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Knezovich, after not completing a pass in the first half, has completed 3 this half?
That is correct.
Here's another pass way outside. Intended receiver was Axel McKinnon.
Actually, I take that back. He's completed 2.
Completed 2. Okay, so that stops the clock with 90 seconds to go in the game. 44-8, Lander. Tigers will start the season with a victory over a non-conference opponent. Minute 29 to go. Receivers split wide on each side. One man in the slot. They're in the eye. Knezevich gives it off on the near side, running with the football and going to a first down and getting more. He's still on his feet. Christian Lee finally knocked down at the 19-yard line. Big gain on the play of 20 yards and a first down for Green River.
Yeah, Lee showing a lot here in this second or fourth quarter. He's got a receiving play and a big rushing play there. Coach John Scott definitely, that's going to be something you're going to talk about, and is how to close out games.
Well, he's got the second string in there right now. Back to pass, Knezevich into the end zone. Touchdown to Axel McKinnon. And they get on the board with 1:04 to go.
Nice play by Green River, and again, poor tackling by Lander. And the band and the crowd here in Green River, it's been a long time, but they finally got something to cheer about.
Yeah,
fireworks are going off.
They sure do. Okay, they're going to go for 2 for the extra points. It's going to be another pass play, rolling to his right side, looking to the end zone.
Got it.
Good. And it goes to the same player. Oh, it goes to 15 this time, Christian Lee. So the score now goes 44-16, and we'll be right back.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Well, this will be the 4th straight victory of Lander over Green River. The season mark between these two teams will now go to 15 wins for Lander, 10 losses, and 1 tie. And Lander has now won 4 consecutive games against the Wolves. Last year it was 43-12. This year it's 44-16, and we still have 64 seconds to go in the contest. And wonder if we'd see an onside kick here. Why not practice
why not?
it? Yeah, you should practice it. I mean, kicking it downfield is not going to get you anything with just a minute left. So let's see what they do.
He's going to kick it deep.
Well, he kicks it on the ground, and it goes all the way down to Joel Beaver, who downs it at the 12-yard line.
That's a smart play by Joel Beaver. Don't pick it up, just drop on it.
Yep. So 64 seconds to go in this one. The Tigers will win their first game of the year. It's 44-16. You know, they shoot off fireworks here before the game, at halftime, and during a score. And I just realized where those fireworks are coming. It's from a fire station directly across the street here from Wolf Stadium. So I guess they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I mean, that always adds a very fun thing to to a game, and it looks like they're just going to either kneel it or they're going to run it out.
Tigers are in the victory formation, and they're just going to kneel it down and let the clock run out. We're down to 60 seconds now, and the Tigers just taking a knee here. The coach's favorite position on the field is the victory formation.
Yeah, you've got to feel good if you're Coach John Scott with how your team has played.
And the bus was late,
And
too.
the bus was late.
They had a bus breakdown on the way down here. Okay, Tigers back up to the line. This will be the last snap of scrimmage. And again, it's a kneel down, and that'll do it. Lander 44, Green River 16, and the teams
are not moving.
Lander's going back to huddle. I thought they'd start shaking hands here.
Brendan Stauffenberg's talking to his coach on the far sideline.
Yeah. Okay, do we have one more snap left in it? No, the officials are shaking hands with the Tigers now. I think that's it. And we're down to 6 seconds to go. This is going to be the end of the game. Everyone is shaking hands with each other down there. Lander 44, Green River 16. The Tigers pick up their first victory of the year on the road here in Green River. We'll be back with stats and scoring right after this.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Ernie Over and Travis Gupton back at Green River, where the Tigers have defeated the Green River Wolves for the fourth year in a row, 44-16. And Green River has been on a losing streak. They were 0-8 last year, and they started out this season 0-1, so they've lost 9 in a row in the last two seasons. So the Tigers move to 14-10-1 over Green River, and Coach John Scott's record moves up to 22-15. And with the stats, here's Travis Gupton.
Well, Jack Pasquinelli, partner, did exactly what I called him to do. He has exactly 100 yards rushing in this game on 12 carries. Gabe Harris had 4 carries for 27 yards. Matisse Weaver finished the game with 12 carries, 49 yards. Brendan Stauffenberg had 3 carries, and 2 of them were for touchdowns. And he had 29 yards rushing. And then Hunter Velarde also had 5 carries for 20 yards. And then I don't have his name, but number 33, who is that, partner?
Cody West.
Cody West had a carry for 2 yards, and then Rowan had a carry for 2 yards as well. Passing wise, Brennan Stauffenberg, 7 pass attempts for 137 yards. Moffitt was in the game for the second half, but he did not attempt a pass at all. Joel Beaver had 1 catch in the game for 40 yards. Gabe Harris had 94 yards receiving. He had 5 carries in the game. Weaver had 1 catch for 23 yards, and that is how the stats for the Tigers played out. For the Green River Wolves, Jackson Mitchell, which in the first half did absolutely fantastic, but then we didn't hear much about him after that. He had 39 yards carrying, 13 yards for Caleb Blake, who was in the first half. Hunter Finley had a carry for 3 yards. Gomez, 8 carries for 40 yards. Miller had 5 carries, and he had 21 yards. Let's see, Hartman had, that's 16 yards in rushing. And then, let's see, the quarterback, Caleb Blake, had 2 pass attempts, and they were both incompletions. Nezovic also was in the game. I wrote it down his first name. Nezovic had 3 completions in the game and 3 incompletions in the game for 40 yards passing. And then on the receiving side, Ruiz had a 10-yard catch. Lee had a 15-yard catch. McKinnon had a 19-yard catch. And then rushing-wise, I forgot these 3 players. Lee had a 20-yard carry. Kale also had a 7-yard carry. That was when he was scrambling to his left in the fourth quarter. And then Herwalt had a carry for 4 yards. And that is how Green River stats play out unofficially, partner.
Well, I tell you what, let's take a look at the scoring, and then we'll decide our players of the game. This is the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KFCW 93.1 and YO Today YouTube. Lander got touchdowns on a 25-yard pass from Brennan Stauffenberg to Harris to Gabe Harris for 25 yards. Weaver with the PAT. There was a 9-yard run by Matisse Weaver with the PAT. He did himself. We also had a 14-yard pass from Stauffenberg to Harris and a 29-yard pass from Stauffenberg to Harris. A 19-yard run by Stauffenberg, all of those with the PATs by Weaver. Then a 1-yard run by quarterback Brennan Stauffenberg. A 39-yard field goal by Matisse Weaver, and then the last scoring of the game was a 19-yard pass by Green River from their quarterback Kale Knezovic to McKinnon. So the final score, 44-16. Lander Tigers pick up their first win of the year. Next week, Travis and I will be on the road. We'll be up in Powell, Wyoming, for the Tigers game against the Panthers, and then after the Powell game, Lander plays the first home game against the Evanston Red Devils on Friday, September 17th, and that's a 6 o'clock game. So next week at Powell, the week after we'll be at Evanston.
So I say we name our players of the game, partner.
Okay, go for it.
So this is your Papa Murphy's and Gatorade player of the game. I've got to go with Brennan Stauffenberg for the Papa Murphy's player of the game, 137 yards passing. He also had 29 yards rushing. Absolutely a great game by him. A good bounce back, or not, I guess can't say a bounce back game, but a better game he had passing than the game in Pinedale, where he didn't even, I think he attempted one pass for a touchdown for 25 yards. So good game by him. He's
and two touchdowns.
And had 2 touchdowns. So he's going to be my Papa Murphy's player of the game. And for Gatorade player of the game, I am going to go with Gabe Harris. Harris had 3 receiving touchdowns, 94 yards. He was all over the place when on
and had some big tackles there.
Huge tackles on the
half,
defensive side. 27 yards rushing, 94 yards receiving. I'm going to give him the Gatorade player of the game. And, Matisse Weaver, if I had to pick a third, he was absolutely phenomenal as well. We called his name defensively all the time. And he's just an absolute weapon when it comes to the kicking game. But those are going to be my players of the game in Brennan Stauffenberg and Gabe Harris.
All right, very good. And so that kind of wraps it up for us here, Travis. I know you're staying down here. You've got an appointment tomorrow over in Rock Springs. So Gabe Harris, our Gatorade player of the game, Brennan Stauffenberg, our Papa Murphy's player of the game, and we'll get those bottle of Gatorade and a certificate for a pizza to those 2 young men. Our final score again is 44-16. Would really like to thank Katie back at the radio station for her board operation this afternoon, Katie Shields. And we are going to sign off until next week at Powell. On behalf of Travis Gupton, this is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant good evening from Green River. Again, the final score, the Lander Valley Tigers 44, the Green River Wolves 16. Good night, everyone.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.com.